Imagine closing a deal and then spending the next 3 weeks figuring out how to actually deliver it. Different spreadsheets, different systems, different teams trying to coordinate an order worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. That was the reality for a manufacturing distributor until they rebuilt their entire revenue engine. Most companies think revenue operations is about better dashboards, but dashboards don't fix broken systems. The real problem usually looks like this. Sales closes the deal, operations figures out to fulfill it, finance tries to invoice it, and none of those systems actually talk to each other. Today, we're breaking down how Indicate Technologies solve this exact problem by turning fragmented tools into a single operational system of record. And the lesson here applies to almost every scaling company. Indicate Technology sells precision manufacturing and metrology equipment. This isn't simple SaaS. Every deal might include capital equipment, service contracts, materials, engineering expertise, shipping and installation coordination. So each sale isn't just a deal, it's a mini operational project. But their systems look like this. Their CRM, Sugar CRM, operations, spreadsheets, accounting, QuickBooks, commerce, Shopify, reporting, exported to spreadsheets, which meant every deal created operational chaos. 3 major problems started showing up. First, operational fragmentation. Teams were managing different parts of the same deal in different systems. Sales would close something and then operations had to reconstruct what actually needed to happen. Second, no real visibility. Leadership couldn't see fulfillment status, operational progress, where deals were getting stuck. They had to manually export data into spreadsheets to understand the business. Third, complex fulfillment with no coordination system. A single deal could require equipment delivery, service scheduling, materials fulfillment, documentation, shipping logistics, but there was no system orchestrating those steps. So everything depended on manual coordination. That's the moment when a company hits 10 million operational ceiling. Revenue keeps growing, but the system behind the revenue doesn't. Instead of layering in more tools on top, the goal was simple. Create one operational architecture for the entire revenue lifecycle. Not just sales, everything. From lead, deal, fulfillment, all the way to accounting. So the first step was rebuilding the operational foundation inside HubSpot. Instead of treating HubSpot as just a CRM, it became the central system of record for the business. That meant designing a pipeline that didn't stop at close one. It extended all the way through order validation, fulfillment, all the way to delivery. So a deal wasn't just closed, it was tracked through execution. The next step was automation, because once a deal closes, the real work begins. So Elefante implemented stage-based workflow automation. Every time a deal moved stages, the system triggered operational tasks. For example, when an order was validated, tasks were created for operations. When fulfillment started, shipping and receiving activities were triggered. When documentation was required, automated document generation workflows ran. Instead of people remembering what to do, the system orchestrated the work. Think of it like turning a deal into a playbook that executes automatically. But Indicate had another challenge. Their deals weren't simple transactions. They included equipment artifacts, shipping records, service documentation, operational files. So standard CRM objects weren't enough. The solution was building a custom operational data model. Using custom objects inside HubSpot, they could track equipment artifacts, shipping and receiving records, deal-related documentation. This allowed the team to manage the entire operational lifecycle tied to a deal, not just the sale. Finally, the ecosystem had to connect because no revenue system works in isolation. So integrations were built between HubSpot, PandaDoc, QuickBooks, Shopify. Now the workflow looked like this. Sales generates quotes in PandaDoc, deals move through operational stages, HubSpot, orders prepare for accounting in QuickBooks, commerce flows sync Shopify instead of disconnected tools. everything worked as one coordinated revenue architecture system. After the rebuild, 3 things fundamentally changed. HubSpot became the operational system of record, not just for sales, but for fulfillment, task execution, and documentation. And 2, fulfillment tracking became automated. Operational progress now updates based on task completion, which means fewer Slack messages and fewer "where are we on this order" conversations. 3, leadership gained real visibility. They can now see deal progression, fulfillment status, operational activity, all inside one system, not exported spreadsheets. This case study isn't about HubSpot. It's about revenue architecture. When companies scale, revenue becomes operationally complex. If your systems don't evolve with that complexity, your growth slows down. The companies that scale smoothly are the ones that turn revenue into a system, not a series of manual processes. If you're running a $5 million to $20 million business and your team is still managing operations and spreadsheets, that's usually a sign your revenue engine hasn't caught up with your growth yet. And that's exactly why we explore on this channel how to turn growing companies into scalable systems. So if that's the kind of content you want more of, subscribe to Structured to Scale, and in the comments tell us what's the most chaotic part of your revenue process right now, because chances are there's a system that can fix it. My name's Colton Rodrigue, co-founder and CEO here at Elefante RevOps. Thank you for tuning in. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.